of the Buck and Grizz barbecue trailer out in Stephenville, Texas. I've dealt with wind, I've dealt with rain, and I've dealt with rain, and I've dealt with wind all over again. But I'm still here. I'm still here. Now I'm working on paintings. Thanks for joining. We're gonna punch up this little bass painting here because I'm tired. I'm tired of looking at it this way. I just want to coming in with some orange from the deep background here. We're gonna see what this does. Punch it out. Add a little depth to the bass's mouth. The bass's mouth is deep, so we're adding orange as a shadowy flavor. Flavorlicious. Ooh, that's like cadmium yellow right there. I touched my brush. I'll admit it. I used the cad yellow hue, that is. Fake minerals. Made in a lab by scientists. Because the real cad is like 20 something bucks for a tube. Fuck that. I wanted to create like a distance between the sand that's being kicked up by the lure dropping and thudding along the bottom of the reservoir or wherever we are. Look at that. Don't you like that? I already created a difference, a little space there. Space. Touch the mineral spirits. You touch the mineral spirits. Oh my goodness, you're in the mineral spirit realm. I'm even doing that back when the deep parts of the depths of the bottom of the lago. There, I'm just layering orange, pushing down hard on my brush. Push that, tap. Maybe that doesn't hurt none. Just gotta blend that through. See, already it's popping. My lips are popping. Some purple. I'm gonna throw some purple up in that mix. Come back to that hue. You know. Ooh, baby, what was that? Ooh, baby, what was that? That's like a color. What'd you say? That's sunlight making it all the way down to the bottom. I guess we're not as deep as we thought. The murky depths of the pool. Texas painting, folks. Underwater Texas painting. Whew. Stephenville, ladies and gentlemen. That's a town I like. And that's where I am right now. It's my home. That's where I live. Listen to some Corblund, the side of the highway with the barbecue man here at the Buck and Grizz. Thanks for joining here. I'm working on this bass strike. Wanted to create a little extra depth in the currents. So you see how these tonal values they shade in? I'm gonna do this here. You see how I do that right here? I'm just gonna push that like right there. That's gonna create a little definition, a little depth in the field of view as it scoops up that little. Ooh, that's a highlight. Somehow we got a highlight in there. How did that happen? Got to pay attention to what you do with your brush, otherwise you're going to be dealing with a whole lot of inference, and that will make you have to do some things that you didn't want to do. Continue the painting when you thought it was over. I know what I'm saying. I'll tell you about it all day long. I'm a live local artist. My name is Gerald Sistida. I live in Stephenville, Texas, and I'm painting using oils on canvas to teach. Forget about teaching. I'm not going to teach you nothing. I'm just going to show you the way I paint. You can decide if you like it or not. I have a good time. I like painting live moments in life, capturing the view, the vibe, the good times of. And it's, right now, I'm just reflecting on those big bass that I swear I hooked, but they just got away. It wasn't my fault. The line was fucking faulty. That bass said somebody praying for it or something like that. I watched the YouTube channel, and it told me that not only was I something special, but that I could go back and use orange in my shadows, and it would help the painting pop. So I thought I'd test that today, and you're watching live as I'm testing that. What do you think? Is it popping? Pop, 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 pop. Pop that. Well, they didn't tell me what to do after that, so I'm going to make it up. I put a little purple with that. See if that pops anymore. Why would I do purple? Because it was there, mostly. But, you know, it's all good times. It's got lipstick. A bass wearing lipstick. Who'd have figured? Well, it's 2025, folks. Better let go of all your preconceived notions about fish populations in Texas, because let me tell you something. It ain't all like that. Now we're going to put glitter in our lure way down in the deeps because, you know, light reflects off of things. And the bass is not very, well, some would argue that the bass is very bright, but I stand and say, if it were, it wouldn't be a bass. So it's just going to do bass things, strike at shiny objects and feed when the temperature is right. So it's up to me, or you, or somebody else to put that knowledge to the test. Here we are. There's a bass strike, ladies and gentlemen. A bass wearing lipstick striking at a watermelon curly tail Texas rig. That's a Texas rig, bitches. You better get used to it. You better hurry up too, because we got live music in Bluffdale tonight. I plan on catching that. Life is good here in Stephenville, Texas. If you ever visited, you should think about it. Check out the website, the Board of Chambers and the Chamber of Boards all over the place. They'll tell you about it. And if you want some barbecue, stop at the Bucking Grizz. That pit is, it's a big red pit. Cooking it up next to Mattressville in Stephenville, Texas. I've got my art set out today. I'll be hanging out here, touching up paintings until it's time to go. I can't really tell you when that is because I'm playing it by ear. If you come out, I'll stay out. If you make me feel lonely, I gotta go. But I'm not complaining because I got a lot of paintings here to work on. Look at all this. The Gamblers. This is an 18 by 24 canvas. A la Prima paint here, baby. I painted this at the Billy the Kid Film Festival many years ago. Can't really say when, I forgot when, but they were playing guards or something like that. And then here's the Wall de Tinta, inspired from Remington, the cattle range closing. That one is going on with that Western theme. We have a Midnight Run. That's a Remington inspired. Another one Remington inspired. A wagon running through the night. Here's painted live at the Burn Rodeo. Was that Burn Rodeo or the Noche de Toros over in Dublin? I'm inclined to believe it was Noche de Toros because they were a Coors sponsored event. Burn Rodeo, Triple Crown Ford. Here's the Forward Stockyards. A la Abbey Road. Good old boot there in Letty's. Second rodeo. Inside, if you've seen the little fireplace with the chrome longhorn, you know what's up. And before you get there, of course, you got to deal with construction, traffic, way. Good times all over. You come through, flip through the paintings. I've got bins of art. I'm going to be hanging out here. Making it happen. Let's go back to the painting over here because, you know, that's what we came to do. Something tells me I need a little something right in there. Shadow. Just adding shade. Throwing a little shade on the bass's mouth. And then lips. Could have pushed that out, cut up into the near and far. I feel like I need to do something right in there. I'm gonna pick up some orange. Test this theory. Are we popping? Are we popping, y'all? Oh, that's nice. I like that. What do you say? Little chingalera action. If I were a bass, I'd strike that. Wouldn't you? So you say. I'm gonna get rid of all this little white stuff here. Kinda push that away. Like so. It's murky, as you would think it would be. Well, that's got to continue this way then, huh? Murk. We're just gonna keep pushing that around, moving pigment, grinding to get into the textures of the canvas, pushing back those highlights. Because, after all, get in line, folks. Get in line. Thanks for watching. I'm going to keep working around here. I'll pull out more paintings. I'll bring it back a little bit later. And if you're in Stephenville, come by. Say hi.